Hey everyone, let's talk about my favorite books from 2021. Let's get into it. So probably my favorite book of the year was The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. An aging Hollywood icon and former it girl hires a writer to help her write her memoir at the end of her life, and then she recounts her, tumultuous rise to fame, her 7 marriages, her actual true love, and revealing her actual true self and the sacrifices she made for her success. It's really good. There is a movie in the works. I don't know much about it, but it's a good one. Also by Taylor Jenkins Reid is Malibu Rising. I liked that this was kind of in the same world as Evelyn Hugo. That was kind of fun. I think all of her books are sort of interconnected. This book is about the adult children of one of Evelyn Hugo's 7 husbands, Mick Riva, who was like a rock star. The whole book basically occurs over the course of one epic party, but Taylor Jenkins Reid's deft hand with creating characters and like interweaving them really beautifully just really elevates this story about family secrets, personal struggles, and legacy. Apparently, a series on Hulu is also in the works for this one. All right, next is The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. Nora's life is sad and empty, full of despair, feeling there's nothing left for her. She discovers a magical library where she can visit alternate versions of her life, remedying each lost chance and each regret to see what could have been. It is a really cool story. It's really beautiful about the meaning of happiness. This was also optioned by Studio Canal as a film. I would love to see it come to any screen, small or big. Preferably, I'd rather see it as a show because I feel like it would really work as a show, but who knows. Next was My Sister the Serial Killer by Oinkam Braithwaite. This often gets billed as a dark comedy, but I also found a lot of sadness in this book. I mean, it was funny. It was great. The writing was so good. It's not that long. It's like a novella almost. It's about 2 sisters. One is a serial unaliver, and the other one cleans up the messes for her. Karede is the cleaner sister. She has to grapple with her loyalty and love for her sister, even while her sister turns her romantic sights, which is a little more sinister, on someone Karede loves. It's really good. It is actually also being made as a movie, I believe, so we'll see. Next was The Patron Saints of Nothing by Randy Ribe. This was a really, really beautiful book. It's about a Filipino-American teenager named Jay who travels to the Philippines to uncover the truth behind his cousin's mysterious disappearance / unaliving. But what feels initially like a mystery or even a thriller is really, really in actuality about the complexities of culture and identity and, most importantly, family. They are also making a movie of this, and it is starring Liza Soberano and Brendan Perea. I don't know the release date of it, but it should be good. Next is Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby. 2 men in a relationship with each other were unalived, and their 2 fathers, one black and one white, have to put aside their troubled pasts, their loaded feelings towards each other, and their complicated feelings about their sons to team up to seek vengeance. And of course, on the hunt, they confront their prejudices and form an unlikely bond. It was intense, but it was lovely. Paramount has picked this up with screenwriter Sherman Payne, who wrote on Shameless and some other things. It could be really good. I hope that they do make it. Next would be The Maid by Nita Prose. Molly Gray is a socially awkward, clearly neuroatypical hotel maid who is excellent at her job. She leaves nothing amiss, but she accidentally becomes embroiled in a nefarious activity in the hotel when she discovers an unalived guest. This book is a freaking delight, and I just realized Universal Pictures is making it as a movie, and Florence Pugh is starring as Molly Gray. That's very exciting. Okay, next up is The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. I know, I've talked about this one way too much. Oh my God, this book. It's told from the point of view of a psychotherapist who has been attempting to treat Alicia Berenson, a woman who inexplicably unalived her husband and then stopped speaking. You will be shooketh. There's no way you wouldn't. Annapurna Plan B is adapting this story to bring it to the big or little screen. I can't tell which. I think it's a movie. So that would be great. Next up was The Girl with All the Gifts by M.R. Carey. If The Walking Dead and Matilda had a love child, it would be this book. So in a post-apocalyptic world devastated by a strange fungal infection, Melanie, a young, extremely intelligent girl, finds herself imprisoned and physically restrained. The bright point of her life is her teacher in the sad, sad school she's allowed to attend until one day she, said teacher, and others escape and embark on a journey of survival and self-discovery amidst the collapse of civilization. This one gave me chills, but it was awesome. There is already a movie version of this. I have not seen it. I kind of don't want to because I don't tend to like watching zombies. One of the things I liked the most about this book is that even though it was kind of about zombies, it didn't really address that. It was more about, the characters and the emotions and what they were going through. So And finally, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. I have talked about this one before. In 18th century France, a woman desperate to avoid an arranged marriage makes a deal with the devil or something like that, where she gets to become immortal, but is cursed to be forgotten by everyone she ever meets. She wanders through the centuries until she does meet someone who remembers her. This book is beautiful. It's about identity, love, longing for legacy. It is fantasy, but it's based in reality, so if you're not a huge fantasy person, it's still really good. There is apparently a movie. Apparently the script is finished. I would love to see this come to screen of some kind because I think it is very cinematic and beautiful. And yeah, that's it. Okay, that's it. Have you read any of these? What were your thoughts? All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.